Remember when family sitcoms were all about the laughs and good times? Family Ties decided to take a detour into Creepville with Uncle Arthur. Ah, Uncle Arthur. You know, the kind of uncle who seems harmless, always cracks the corniest jokes at the dinner table and then, well, crosses the line. Talk about an uninvited plot twist. We're at a family gathering, there's laughter, there's joy, and then bam! Uncle Arthur decides to give Mallory a hug that's more creepy uncle than lovable goof. Now we've all had those moments, right? When a hug lingers a little too long or the hand placement is a bit questionable. But in the world of sitcoms, such transgressions are usually followed up with a punchline or a slapstick fall. Not here though. Family Ties decided to let the awkwardness hang in the air, like a bad smell at a dinner party. And then there's Alex, the sibling savior, the voice of reason. Except, not really. When Mallory approaches him for advice, his response is as useful as a chocolate teapot. It's like asking a fish how to climb a tree. Mallory's concerns are dismissed with the wave of a hand and a shrug of the shoulders. But let's not forget Mallory. She tries to downplay the situation, to laugh it off like it's just another one of Uncle Arthur's quirks. But there's a look in her eyes, a hint of unease. It's a testament to the show's writing, really. They took a serious topic, dropped it in the middle of a family sitcom, and stirred the pot just enough to make us squirm in our seats. So, there we have it, folks. A hearty dose of awkwardness served by Uncle Arthur. And you thought your family reunions were uncomfortable. The sitcom world isn't all canned laughter and feel-good moments, is it? Sometimes it throws a curveball that leaves you thinking, did they really just go there? Well, in the case of Family Ties, they did, and we're still trying to figure out if it was a home run or a foul ball. Just when you thought Uncle Arthur couldn't get any creepier, he decides to crank it up a notch. And not in a cute, quirky way like turning up to a family barbecue wearing a clown suit. No, Uncle Arthur decides that forcefully planting one on Mallory is the way to go. Talk about a plot twist nobody asked for. Now we've all seen some questionable decisions in sitcoms. There was that time when Ross said Rachel's name at the altar instead of Emily's. Or when George Costanza decided to tie the knot with a woman he didn't really love. But Uncle Arthur, oh boy, he takes the cake and eats it too. Or should I say, takes the kiss and forces it too. The scene unfolds like a car crash you can't look away from. Uncle Arthur, the so-called family friend, morphs into creepy Uncle Arthur. He tries to cover up his intentions with smooth talk and a smile that's about as genuine as a $3 bill. But let's be real, the only thing he's covering up is his lack of social decorum and basic respect for personal boundaries. Mallory, bless her, is thrown into a whirlwind of confusion and disbelief. And who wouldn't be? One moment you're in a friendly chat with your dad's co-worker, the next, you're fending off an unwanted kiss. It's like going from a pleasant Sunday picnic to a sudden thunderstorm with no umbrella in sight. The characters' reactions are a mixed bag of nuts. Alex offers advice that's about as helpful as a chocolate teapot. Meanwhile, Mallory, in an attempt to downplay the situation, ends up playing a game of, let's pretend that never happened. But let's not forget the main man of the hour, Uncle Arthur. He doesn't just cross the line, he pole vaults over it. His actions are not just inappropriate, they're downright creepy. And the worst part, he doesn't seem to realize it. It's like he's living in his own little world where no means yes, and stop means go. Well, that escalated quickly. Uncle Arthur has officially entered the Hall of Creepy Uncles. And we thought this was a family show. Nothing screams family-friendly entertainment like confronting a creep on live television. Take it away, Elise. Ah yes, the pledge drive, the perfect setting for a tense showdown. Because nothing says, please donate to our wholesome family station, quite like calling out a predator on air. It's like they were trying to toss in a Jerry Springer twist to a Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood episode. Now let's picture the scene. Elise, our valiant mother, stands tall and righteous, mic in hand. Arthur, the creepy co-worker, squirms under the spotlight. The tension in the air could be cut with a butter knife, but let's not give Arthur any sharp objects, shall we? Elise confronts Arthur like a lioness protecting her cub, bringing up his inappropriate actions towards Mallory. The audience, expecting a heartwarming tribute to a retiring colleague, is instead treated to a dramatic exposé of the uncle nobody asked for. Arthur, of course, plays the innocent, batting his eyelashes and feigning surprise. But Elise isn't having it. She's out for blood, metaphorically speaking, and she's not going to stop until Arthur's true colors are laid bare for all to see. Let's give a moment of appreciation for Elise's audacity, though. She could have confronted Arthur off-air, but no. She decided to serve him a heaping dish of humiliation under the glaring eye of the camera. Now that's what I call reality television. And what about the onlookers, the station crew, the unsuspecting audience members, and even Steven, who's probably wishing he'd just made a slideshow for Arthur's farewell instead? But hey, at least it's not another boring pledge drive, right? So, here we are in the middle of a live broadcast with a mom on a mission and a creep on the ropes. It's a wild ride, folks, but don't worry, this isn't your typical family sitcom. This is Family Ties, where even the darkest of realities can be turned into a questionable punchline. There you have it, folks, the perfect recipe for a rating spike, family drama, live confrontation, and a dash of creepiness. Who needs reality TV? After all that drama, what's the takeaway? Let's dissect the life lessons Family Ties tried to dish out. The 80s, when sitcoms could tackle any serious issue and wrap it up neatly with a bow in under 30 minutes. No trauma, no long-term effects, just a quick resolution and a hearty laugh track. In this episode, Family Ties imparted a lesson in the most sitcom way possible, through an uncomfortably creepy Uncle Arthur. A lesson in boundary setting? Maybe. A lesson in standing up against inappropriate behavior? Could be. But the real lesson here? If you're going to confront a creep, do it live on TV. Nothing says shame on you like a public humiliation. And that's a wrap, folks. Remember, if you have any creepy uncles lurking around, maybe avoid live TV confrontations. And we never see Uncle Arthur ever again. He probably took a long, hard look at himself. Or not.